My name is Tori Tate, and I am co-producer of Sports Mecca for TVC. Sports Mecca is a show all about UT sports. We do some national sports coverage, and basically anything revolving sports, even world sports. We'll do like World Cup when it comes around at some point. Sadly, we didn't get to cover the Olympics. I wish we could have, but yeah. And it's through TVC, which is the volunteer channel, and it is a student-run TV station here at UT, and you can see it on Comcast through channels 164. So when I was a freshman, I took the Journalism 175 class, and we had to pick somewhere to start getting some experience. And initially I came into college wanting to do magazine, but I decided, let's try TV. That sounds kind of fun. Let's play around with that. I'm a freshman. Joined, and I haven't left. It totally changed the course of my college career, and I've been producing, I believe I've produced, this will be my third show for TVC. So I guess I'm kind of the utility player of the crew. I just bounce around and help people out, produce shows. I created a show about a year ago, and then when we went through budget cuts, we had to cut that show because it wasn't one of the originals. So, I mean, I've gotten a lot of good experience. I've seen the ups and downs of television through TVC, and it's been great joining. I love sports, and if I could get a job in sports, that would be fantastic. I did not start out as a sports journalist. That wasn't really my forte, but the more I've produced this show, the more I enjoy it. I kind of thought I would never be able to do sports. It's like, oh, that's so not my thing. I don't think I could ever produce that, and by fate of all the TVC chaos, I ended up in sports, and I mean, I love it. I've always been a sports fan, so it just kind of fell into place. My role in Sports Mecca is basically gathering up the videos, loading them to the switcher, helping Chris plan the show. He does most of the content, and I do a lot of like the technical work. So that's kind of how we balance out with the co-producing. And then once the show gets started, I sit in the back and I adjust the cameras and play the video clips and basically do the technical directing for the show. The hardest part for me is getting all the technical terms right. There's so many different things in sports, and I'm a huge sports fanatic, but then once you get into writing a show, you're like, oh crap, like what kind of play was that called? Or wait, what kind of goal is that? And percentages as well. I mean, then you come into a math game, so you're no longer just writing about the players and what they've been up to or how the team's won or lost. You throw in numbers and terms. So I say that's been my biggest challenge. It takes a lot of time. As far as like how many hours go, I have no idea. Basically, it depends on how technology feels like working for me that day. It might be pretty easy and only take, I don't know, like 6 hours or less a week, or if it decides to be crazy technical, it could take a lot more than that. But yeah, it definitely takes a lot of time. It feels like another part-time job sometimes. My favorite part, I love putting a show together and then seeing it come to life. When you sit down and you edit all the videos together and place them on the switcher and graphics, and it seems like complete chaos while you're doing it. And then once you get the show up and running, to see it come to life and actually be an organized chaos is just one of the greatest feelings in the world. It's basically taught me how the real world works. So instead of just going and sitting in class and learning about what a producer does or what a reporter does, I actually get to experience it. Therefore, I know what I'm getting into when I graduate. So I'm able to make a decision about what I want to do before I do internships, before I graduate. And I think that's prepared me for when I do, I know what kind of career I want and the direction I need to go to take it.